Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and the second part of my Skrolk campaign. It's Clan Pestilens, where last time we took on whoever the fuck these guys are. I've forgotten the name of them. It doesn't matter. The turquoise and red guys, lizards, minor faction. Whatever the fuck these guys. Anyway, the point is that we've battered them. We've taken their capital, just barely. Thanks to the defense building bullshit, but we did it anyway. Fuck those guys. And now we're just mopping up. But we're now carrying some slightly more devastating weaponry in the form of some warpfire throwers there, which is going to be obviously quite useful at killing all the lizards. Warpfire throwers really do a lot of fucking damage. Summoning in some clan rats there so that they can blob up the lizards for us and we can blat them with artillery. Lovely. Little fireball coming out there as well. Ooh. Nice shot. What's that? 39 kills with a fireball. Holy shit. Now we've got gaps in our line here, and I've also got Lord Skrolk and Slicing in front of it. And the reason for that is that if anyone tries to attack the warpfire throwers, they'll like bump into the characters and not be able to get through. The AI will desperately try and break through lines well, gaps in your line, I should say. So putting someone in front of it, often quite useful. What I'm doing here is I'm actually pushing forwards. As you can see, the Red Crested Skinks really want to get those warp fire throwers. We're pushing our line forward here so that we're protecting our warp fire throwers. And at the same time, we're actually allowing them to get at the flank of the lizards. So you can see here, there's a nice long line of lizards currently engaging my clan rats. Or at least there was. And there we go, breaking, and that of course is going to cause a bit of a chain rout. The Kroxagor Ancients are brutal melee combatants, monstrous generals who are a bit of a pain in the arse to deal with, but Skrolk and Slicing did manage to see him off, which is good. Meanwhile, a warpfire thrower is coming in around the other flank to mop up the Red Crested Skinks. And yes, some of our clan rats are going to get hit by that as well. But I don't care, they're clan rats. Ugh. Being a settlement battle, of course, as the enemy retreats, they are all going to be wiped out regardless of if I chase them down or not. Oh, those warpfire throwers make everything so much better. 13th scheme unlocked, which is good. How much money do we make from ports? 150, okay, it's not very much, but hey, any money's good money. Oh, I don't like loot and reduction of enemy control is pointless, and escape and corruption is a double-edged sword, so I'm going to hold off doing anything with that at the moment. I'm going to get Route Marcher now. Hasn't really been that important up to now, but I think this could be the turning point. Let's grab, what does Plague Rash do again? That is less vigor. I mean, it's not much, but okay. Okay, right. Public order here is actually improving. Fantastic. We can boost up our food. We definitely probably want defenses here because, let's face it, we are surrounded by people who definitely want to kill us. We've got Itza, we've got the dwarves, we've got Teehee down here. We've got some elves as well, so that's fantastic. And we're still just trying to wipe out the Lizardman faction that we were sort of raid against to start off with. We do have a gold. I can't remember if gold is actually useful or not. I am going to hold off doing the scheme because in 4 turns we'll be able to get the engineer, and I want to get the engineer first, and I think it's a 10-turn cooldown on any rights. I think.
A true
I know. Right, we're going to get Vermintide, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to race you up to Oxford, because again, that is kind of important. Yeah, so we've managed to stabilise our public order, but that is with a public order building this early on, and also a bunch of Skaven slaves to try and maintain order as well. Ah, fuck you, Teehee, you motherfucker. Okay, that was bound to happen. That was bound to happen, to be honest. It was going to happen. 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 It was definitely going to happen.
The Liber Bubonicus is an opus of great and terrible.
Yeah, all right, go on, fuck off, back in your box. I'm kind of up against it, mate. I don't have time to go and find the fucking reading material. All right, I've got shit to be doing. Like, first things first, these guys. I don't know why they. Oh, maybe it's because I've got the extra movement. That's why I could get up there. Okay, well, let's bop you. Phew. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna. It's gonna grab it at level 1, I think. Repair that one, and do we actually get anything for gold? Oh, we do actually. We get some money. You know what? Didn't think we get money. Anyway, right. Okay, those guys are dead. That's great. Now, Teehee's probably going to come from this direction, which means he can either hit the Sentinels of Time or potentially the Southern Sentinels. Either one of those would be annoying. I'm probably going to get rid of these guys because I just don't really think they are up to much. You know what? I'm going to get the Warp Grinders because I think in a blob, they can actually put out quite a bit of damage. I wouldn't... That's nice, but, and I know we can't replace our Plague Monks at the moment, but if they get low on health, if it comes down to the wire, then they will start dishing out a lot of damage to everyone around them, assuming they don't run away. They're not unbreakable, are they? No, they're not unbreakable. Okay, public order here. Fine for the moment. Now, see, the problem is I don't think there's any point until we can get Skrolk back over here to potentially blunt Teehee. I don't think there's any point trying to upgrade any buildings here because the likelihood is we will lose them. Imminent rebellion. Nuts. Yeah, no, that would happen. Okay, we'll worry about that in a second. Is that still going to rebel? Yeah. Good. Okay, well, there's no point not taxing you then. If you're going to get sad because of taxing, I may as well tax you. It ain't going to help me. Okay, let's get more growth. Okay, those guys have respawned. With Saurus, that's okay. We can deal with it this time. We're fine. Also, because they're a rebellion, they will also be at war with Teehee, so maybe Teehee will squish them for us. If you want to do that, Teehee, that would be great. I suspect you're probably going to go for the Sentinels of Time because it's, well, you can't actually see me, can you? Although, quite how much the AI can actually see and can't see is kind of a mystery to me. I suspect they probably know where your settlements are. Even though it's like, oh, you don't know where the Skaven cities are. I think the AI probably knows exactly where your cities are, because they seem to be very good at finding them. Like, it never seems to be a surprise for them. Yeah, there's no point upgrading that. I've also got to worry about the elves, and it's and the dwarves. Worst case scenario, they all declare war on us. Yeah, I thought you might go for that. See? It's not odd. You knew exactly where I was. What are the chances of that? Pretty high. I mean... the army is... it's nasty, but it's not horrendous. I am going to go for you. We're going to take you out first. Oof. I could try and take you out. I could try and get you an ambush on you, but I don't think that's probably going to pan out. So it says medium casualties, and frankly, seeing as we've got Teehee just to our north, I think it's probably best to fight that. Okay, we need to deal with these rebels. And then deal with Teehee. So we've got a choke point. What we're going to do is we're going to hit them hard. And try and keep them at arm's length so that the warp fire throwers can light them up first. Then we've got the warp grinders on the flanks. So the warp grinders actually have a lot of weapon strength, so they will do a lot of damage, a lot of arm-piercing damage as well. So as long as you can like blob them up with something else, they can actually be really good support units. They also have an AoE root and an AoE dot that they can cast as well, so they can actually work really well. They work really well entangled with other units, but they're basically shit by themselves, so you really do need to kind of use them as a support unit. So we're going to move up here. We're going to use our rooty ability. Then we go seismic snare, so no one can move. Moving in here as well, and then we are going to use the warp quakes. That's 90 to 180 damage per second, as well as a reduction in speed. So everyone taking a lot of damage there. Then we're pushing up with literally everyone, pulling back the warp fire throwers. Now on the other flank, we do have a unit of Saurus and then some more skinks. The Saurus obviously always something to worry about. They're just a really, really good unit. So we're going to try and hunt them down, wipe them out. Oh, that's a skink cohort. Where's the Saurus? Are they over here? Oh yeah, there they are. There's the Saurus. Oh, they all look the same to me. So basically we're going to use the clan rats to hold them in place, wipe out the skink cohort, then bring the plague monks around behind them to finish them off. The objective here is to try and kill these guys as cleanly as possible so that we can take on Teehee afterwards. This army needs to have its combat effectiveness maintained so that when we take on Teehee, inevitably, we've got as big a chance as possible. You see the Saurus Old Blood moving in there, and then Skrolk and slicing, wailing on him. I mean, the Plague Monks aren't an amazing melee unit, but they're certainly not bad. And then we're getting the Warp Grinders in there as well, because I say, they just have a lot of armor piercing. And, I mean, the melee attack's not great, but surrounded like that, he's really going to be having a bit of a rough time. And there goes the Seismic Snare and the Warp Quake. But it doesn't look like the enemy have much fight left in them. We can wipe out this little rebellion. And then hopefully our public order will be better. Okay, pretty happy with that. Plus we can get all of our replenishment back. Where the fuck are you? What the fuck was that? Oh, for fuck's sake. This fucking game. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God, this fucking game. I swear. Sometimes. Okay. 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 Helm of Discard, Potion of Thingymajigs, that's fine. Right, skill points. We are going to slap you in this one. Yes, and Plague. I kind of want Pestilent Birth, but I think Plague is probably more useful, so we're going to grab that. Okay, we need to stop Teehee's advance. Now, I'm slightly concerned he might just rush past us and head straight for Oxel. If he does, at least we've got a turn to build up some form of stuff, although the garrison there is pretty weedy. But on the other hand, his army's not that good, so we might be alright. If we can smush his army, we can hopefully roll up the coast. At that point, I think we just need to take out. My concern is Oxyotl is then going to Oxyotl is then going to take a pop at us. And he's just going to start sending armies across the sea, and I'll be like just fending off attacks from across the sea, then Ixral attack, so on and so forth. That's my concern. I could get a trade agreement with you.
Yes, master.
That'll give me some cash. 65 cash. I mean, it's not much. It's not much, but I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. No, he came for me. Okay, that's not actually the worst thing, because we get the reinforcements as well. In fact, I don't really know why he did this, but I'm glad he did. Okay, gonna have to deal with Teehee now. The old prophet of Sotek. He really wants people to read his literature, and I don't, which is why I just fireballed him. I like the fact that fireball is like a little flaming patch now. That's pretty cool. It's a nice little touch. I like it. Okay, first things first, dealing with those salamanders, because those salamanders will be quite nasty. I know a lot of people don't like the salamanders, but I mean, the problem is they're very short range, and they're also quite a high value target, so the AI will almost always try and snipe them. It makes sense. So they are of limited usefulness compared to, say, you know, Saurus warriors, who are just always good. Now, this battle should be fine. We do have reinforcements arriving in about 45 seconds. I kind of fucked up, though, because I used Plague over here. That was not a good idea. I tried to use it in conjunction with the Clan Rats. It didn't go off at the right time. Bollocks. Never mind. I also should have kept the warpfire throwers in a place where they could easily flank around this hill here. I thought maybe units coming over the top of the hill would be easier to flame. And, I mean, that certainly is the case. Yikes. But I really needed them dealing with blobs. Teehee is also going to be a problem. He is actually a quite nasty melee combatant. You don't think about him, but he is probably better than Skrolk in combat, so we're going to have to take him out. Plus, he also comes with a Saurus Old Blood and a Chieftain as well, so we're going to have to be careful about not engaging all of them, because they will triple team our double team. Fortunately, we're mostly dealing with skinks. Unfortunately, they're Teehee skinks, so they're... well, never mind. They're a little bit nastier. Plus, of course, we've got chameleon skinks and shit. There goes the seismic quake. And Teehee, Skrolk, and Slicing going at it. Just need to blob up around him, try and take him out. Reinforcements are arriving, and we're trying to take out the Pestilens. It's got the Arc of Sotek. Of course, that does have a nasty AoE ability. I mean, I say a nasty AoE. It's like fine, really. It does some Sotek. I mean, 5 to 10 damage per second is not really that much anymore. There are units which put out a lot more. He's just a Pestilens with like an AoE that he can use. But he is charging straight towards my warpfire throwers. Fortunately, here comes the cavalry, which I'm going to use to basically just run over Teehee's army. Our clan rats are holding fairly well. For some reason they charge the salamanders into combat. That's a terrible idea. The salamanders are dog shit in melee combat, and they will die very, very quickly there, which I'm glad they did, because if they just spat flame at me, that would have been a really bad time. Trying to bring down that Pestilens. I mean, yeah, like the snakes thing is just isn't very, it doesn't last very long. It's a massive cooldown and it doesn't do very much damage, so it's kind of not the best. But there we go. We're crossing the streams, which probably isn't a good idea. But to be honest, I don't think Skaven really give a flying monkeys about ripping holes in reality. It's just not really a concern for him, is it? Okay, we're really trying to take down Teehee, laying into him. The Saurus Skull veteran is there as well, but we do have him surrounded. Skrolk is taking a bit of damage there, but I think we've managed to get Teehee on the run. He's only got 110 hit points remaining. Nice warpfire flame there, taking out that unit of chameleon skinks, which is great. Teehee is actually making a break for it. Seemingly managing to break through our block of infantry fairly easily. I don't know how he managed to do that. Maybe he's just got big mass. I don't know, he's only got 1,000 mass. It's not very much. I guess he's like 10 times the mass. He's getting away. He's getting away. He's got a speed of 41. We can catch up with him. Alternatively, we could just set fire to him. I mean, that works. Fireball. Down he goes. Okay, Teehee is dead and his army is on the run. I wonder what the defeat trait for Teehee is. Is it good? Is it shit? Bet it's shit. I bet it's absolute garbage. Right, we can finish off Teehee's army. What's left of it anyway. And we should then be able to head over to Sentinel Time, retake that with any luck, without any losses, and then we can move on to smash. I suspect he probably doesn't have well, he probably has another army. I'm going to assume he's got one more army. Fingers crossed. Casualties capture post-battle, less attrition from attrition. I mean, that's fine. That is adequate. I'll more than happy to take that. Holy parasites. I mean, I can't see a reason why I wouldn't take that. And what else? What else are we thinking? You know what? I'm going to make you cause terror. So, I mean, this does mean these guys have... they cause less melee attack and also increase their melee defense while in combat. Pretty good. Okay, we've got the... that one. Boop. That's the one. Okay, you, my friends, are going off on your hollybobs. Yes, that is kind of what you're doing. Okay, let's go plague. You. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to sail all the way down here. It's gonna take quite a while for you to get over there. Wait. Alternatively, I could potentially... I don't know whether there's a sea route, though. To be honest, it's kind of right in the middle, isn't it? I'm going to use the water because I feel like that way you've got less chance of being stabbed. So you can sail all the way up here. And then you need to get to about here, isn't it? Yeah, so we go there. That's super rich. I mean, it is a long way to go. It's a long way to go, admittedly, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, let's take replenishment. Are you recruiting? No, you just marched there, which is actually fine. Okay, you're going to sit there for a minute. We could potentially replace someone. If I... Oh, I guess you're fine. I'm going to keep the regiments around just in case I need them. Ooh, warpstone armor. I mean, it causes damage. I do like causing damage. Okay, you can have... I like the Helm of Discord. Okay, you can have the Helm of Destiny. We'll go with that. What's the public order like here? Okay, it's slightly better. It's not great, but it's slightly better. We are going to get... I guess that one? I could get numbers without counting, but Skaven Slaves, I mean, you may as well just not have Skaven Slaves for all the good they do, which is none. Some people are going to disagree with me there, but it's better than Warhammer 2, where you, because every army increased the logistics by 15% at the difficulty I usually play with. It did mean that recruiting another army for Skaven Slaves was basically pointless, because it just made everything cost more, so it wasn't very cost effective. With the logistics as they are now, it's much better. I don't know why they didn't do it like ages ago, but I'm not creative assembly. I don't make the design choices. I don't commission things like hyenas, for example. So I've got that going for me. I mean, I would like... I've already got warpstone armor. How loyal are you? 8 out of 10. Oh, I'm gonna take the money. Let's take the cash. Right. I could give my... You're not actually recruiting anything, which is a bit weird. I'm a little bit worried you might be coming this way. Yeah, you like each other because you're with me. I need to meet up with what's his face, old sausage waggler. The only problem with doing this is we're going to meet a lot of factions who are going to hate our guts. What did I ever do to you? Oh, right. Okay, we could do this. And then I could also bring in you. Because I can march you down here. Public order here is actually still stable for the moment. Wonders will never cease. Okay, I'll take that. I do have a lot of food. I could make that level 3. Which then means we can do this. Okay, we can repair you. And I can get... I kind of want this. Oh, but we'll play claw catapults. Oh! It's a choice. 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 I'll do that. Okay, do you actually have a weapon? You don't have a weapon. You could have Warrior's Bane. That's less... So you do damage to everyone around you, and also debuff them, which is quite fun. Good. Good. Okay, we have rebuffed Teehee. We have knocked out the whatever the fuck those guys were. And, I mean, maybe... No, you don't want to peace out. Not surprised. Never mind. Is that all one province? It is. Right, we could take that. Then I could potentially kill the elves. That would secure the peninsula down there. And with any luck, Oxyotl will then fuck off. Although we have no defense. As long as you're busy, as long as you're at war with the Awakened, I'm assuming you will sort of keep to yourself. He says. And the dwarves don't currently do anything, but maybe they just don't really... Do they? Are they like protective, defensive, reliable, protective? Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe they're just holding out for a moment. So, I mean, we'll probably end up at war with them eventually. Maybe Rakarth will start kicking off. That's what I'm hoping, that Rakarth will do some stuff, but we need to deal with Teehee. That, however, is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.